Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it. Going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
54, right there, right there.
I got him. Hey, watch out. Check Mike, 54.
54. Watch the screen.
Watson.
Rush in.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 54. Mike 50, Mike 50. You remember me? You remember me? Oh, try. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Now Watson throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now it's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Slam, slam, slam. Check 43. Well left, well left.
Watch the safety creep.
On third down, it's Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 36 power. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, Carson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 24. Check. 24. Check.
Watson off play action. And his throw is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got Galvin.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
All go special. All go special.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Carson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that's good for our Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Texans nothing.
Lady.
Wilson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson, flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
41 the mic, 41 the mic. Check 41. Hey, I'm coming. Jim. Watch twist.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Check 3. Good job right there. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At the 24-yard line. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
In your face. Shoot! Watch the shoot! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming!
Watson with a give to Miller. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the hook. Check 50, check 50. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
This is Miller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
Ball goes on the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. 380.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the Texans' 35-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wilson being chased out left. And incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Rolling to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lady. Watch one. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go one more.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's your time, baby. We need our part.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Check to the 9. Fresno.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Green 80. Right here, 41 Mike. Hey, watch. Let's go. 4 down. 41 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson rolling to his right. He's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
42, Texans 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson steps away to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34 is down, he's coming.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Watson off play action. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
What screen? Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
You ain't going nowhere.
At 55. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Watson. Stepping up. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. 12.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got you.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ziggy Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
I 59! I 59! 50, Mike, 50!
Out of the gun, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Alert!
From the gun, here's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Angelo Blackson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Check 41. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. He'll pitch it back, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, zero.
Wilson turns and gives to Process. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Check tight.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
Yeah.
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. They'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Check 41. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run again with Carson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Now a desperation. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Blue Dan, blue Dan.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Single, I got a single on the slot, single on the slot.
Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can